According to CNBC, the Trump administration wants to build a 30-foot high border wall that looks from the north side, and it's difficult to climb or cut through. A new wall could replace existing fencing that stretches over 700 miles of the roughly 2,000-mile border. Looking at multiple news outlets covering the topic, such as CNN, Fox News, USA Today, New York Times, and the list goes on. This is just an example or a prototype of what Trump wants to build. You can see it's about 3 times the height of this car, which is just about 30 feet tall, and he wants to stretch it again over 700 miles of the U.S. border. So there's a border between Mexico and U.S., so immigrants can't come in. Eventually, leading up to videos by people like John Oliver, the host of Last Week Tonight, to Alex Jones, the host of InfoWars, 2 media sources that take 2 different standpoints on this topic. People take many standpoints on the Trump wall. Now looking from an unbiased standpoint, today we will be looking at the pros and cons of the Trump wall. Let Freedom Ring, a non-profit conservation organization, stated, "Why is the fence the right solution? A secure state-of-the-art border fence must be one element of any comprehensive effort to address illegal immigrants. Similar fences in Israel have reduced terrorist attacks by up to 95%. A border fence is entirely compatible with the guest work program. In fact, a guest worker program would be reduced to irrelevance without such a fence, using other countries' success to compare to Americans' potential success with this illegal immigration problem." Basically, they were just Let Freedom Ring is a nonprofit organization talking about how Israel tried to put up a wall, and they did put up a wall, and it reduced terrorist attack by 95%. And they're saying we could apply this to America, and it probably help the immigration problem. The Federation for American Immigration Reform, FAIR, stated, "Given the growth in worldwide immigration and the emergence of the new threats along the southern border, it is essential that the fence be completed and supplemented by other security structures, including walls, where appropriate." To date, 65 other countries have built secure fences and other barriers to protect themselves from large-scale migration and the infiltration of terrorists. As a sound financial investment, the overall construction and annual maintenance costs, when compared to its $113 billion FAIR estimate, in fact, the project only results in a 5% reduction, and it will pay for itself after only 6 years. So the FAIR stated that after about 5 years of building, or 6 years building the wall, the Trump wall, it would basically play itself, and over those years it would help us from the drugs and other things that they say are coming in. Now this is the con of the wall, why they don't want the wall to be built. People are not just worried about the people, they are worried about Mother Nature. Jeff Corwin, wildlife biologist and nature conservationist, in April 22nd, 2017, interview with MSNBC, stated if the border wall actually happens, it would be an environmental catastrophe. Essentially, what it's doing is cutting right through nature's bridge, which connects Central America to North America and South America. Wildlife has been using nature's corridor for millions of years, and essentially that what this administration wants to do is put a 1,200-long barrier right through it. Think of all the different species and creatures that migrate for resources, for reproduction, seasonally. Many of these animals that live in North America evolve in South America and migrate along the nature's causeway. So it would be absolutely devastated, and there are nearly 90 endangered and threatened species, what could very well be pushed to extinction because of this proposed wall. Now this Jeff Corwin, he's a wildlife biologist, and he's stating that because this wall is going to be built, it's going to mess with migration, and it could push up to 90 species to extinction because of building this wall. So people are not just looking at, oh, how can we keep these immigrants out of America, but what it would do to actual Mother Nature. Now, do you guys have any questions? Okay.
What species is it like blocking? Because it's blocking birds and just fly over.
Specifically, I don't know what species it is, but not only birds migrate to different areas because they need warmth or it gets colder in different areas.
Like most species in the United States and most of our countries stay in the same spot around. Besides birds.
But I stated over there, and it's saying that 90 different species could be pushed to extinction, and I think I know he would know what he was talking about, not just birds, and maybe other animals too. Wait.
Are there more cons than just like involving nature?
Yeah, there are more cons, but I really didn't have time to put them in this
Okay.
speech.
So I have a question about a potential con. Do you think that the wall being built would increase domestic terrorism?
Do I think the wall would increase domestic terrorism?
Yeah, like around the wall.
Like
trying
people vandalate it and try to go around the wall? I believe so, is because they do have the fence right now, and you can believe that people are cutting through the fence, creating tunnels to go under the fence and different things like that. So one of the questions I have is, do you guys think it's fair or unfair for the immigrants to have to go through rigorous programs to get American citizenship? Because there's over like 30 steps to actually, and it may take several years to get American citizenship when the community they're in, it might be really dangerous. Holly?
I think it's unfair. Why? Because it shouldn't be happening.
Okay.
Alright.
I think it's unfair because we can go like vacation there freely. We don't have to go through all of that. But for them to come over here and live, it's so many things. We just want to go over there to vacation. Just to vacation. They want to come here for a better life. They should have a better life.
Say you want.
I think it's fair because every country has guidelines like these. Even Mexico itself. They built a border wall and their southern border in order to keep out Nicaraguans. It's always been fair.
So you're saying they're basically being hypocrites?
Yep.
Okay. Second question is, do you think the wall is a solution? A solution to the immigration problem. Holly?
No, you just said they just built walls under it.
Tunnels under it. Wayne?
Yeah, I don't think it's a solution either because like people will still find ways around it. They're gonna climb over it, go under it.
Alright. Today I discussed both sides of whether Americans should build the wall to separate Mexico from America. Whether you support or go against the wall, valid points were made to support and go against the argument. So I would like to leave you with this thought. Imagine trying to leave Mexico for a better life to go in America. Now imagine, and you see the wall. Now imagine leaving Mexico to America and you see the wall with a package full of drugs. What would you do?